Hello, tubers. How are you doing today? Well, I hope you're having a good time, good day. I hope you're praying the rosary every day and also getting closer to God and His ways, because that are the things that you need to be doing, as I feel that is important. Today I want to talk about the LGBTQ plus community, because they are celebrating Pride. I guess they're having Pride Festivities today. I don't really get involved in that very much because it's not who I am. But I did want to mention a couple things regarding this community. One of the 7 deadly sins is pride. And I just thought it was very interesting that this particular community chose the word pride so they could be proud together. And it's very interesting because out of all the words that there are in the English language, there are 7 of them that are mortal sins. Pride being one of them. I mean, pretty incredible. So while they are being proud, they're also committing a mortal sin. And I don't even know if these people usually think about that. And if they have, they just kind of pushed it away. They didn't think much of it. But God thinks about it. God really thinks about it. It's a mortal sin. Yeah, that sin will get you to hell. One-way ticket. And I mention this to warn people to think about their consequences and how they think about things. And to be quite honest, I believe that it's really ironic that they used a Satanistic word, because pride will get you to hell. So they chose a Satanistic word to be used as their on their banner, their mantra, their motto, proud together. Yeah, they'll be proud together, but also they'll be going to hell together. And it just goes to show you how lost they are, really, how lost they are in their spirituality. So I want to back it up with some scripture, because I don't want to just say hollow words. In Genesis, Adam said, and I'll quote, this is Genesis, but it said here, "And the man said, now, this is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for out of a man she was taken." And in verse 24 it says, "For this reason a man will leave his father and his mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh." A man and a woman will become one flesh. Not 2 men, not 2 women. This is straight out of the Bible in Genesis, which is the first book in the Bible, in the Old Testament. Jesus said in the book of Matthew, in the New Testament, this is chapter 19, verse 5, and said, "For this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the 2 will become one flesh." That's Jesus' words in the book of Matthew. It's said again in the book of Mark, chapter 10, verses 7 and 8. "For this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the 2 will become one flesh. So they are no longer 2, but one flesh." One flesh. And looking at this community, they don't really appreciate those verses, those passages in the Bible. they despise it, I guess, or they just shirk it away and just dismiss it. But this is the Bible, and what they're doing is they're doing a mortal sin. Having sex with the same partner, same gender is a no-no in God's eyes. I say to people, it's like, if God wanted man to have sex with man, then he would never have made Eve. He would just made another Adam, right? He would have made it Adam 1 and Adam 2 and Adam 5 and Adam 10 and Adam 550, just be a bunch of Adams. I mean, God had to really think about what he had to do, He had to think about it. And it goes back to Genesis. And it took God some thought to say, okay, what do we do? Because, look, I did a video a couple of years ago, and I said, the title says, women are special. Women are special. And the point of the whole video was, because in Genesis, God was making the animals, and the animals came from dirt, from the earth. And so did Adam. Adam came from the earth. There was one species or one gender that didn't come from the earth, and that was woman. Woman came from the rib of the man. It was done completely different. A woman broke the mold. And this is why it's one flesh, because it's really coming from one flesh. It's poetic. It makes sense. One man having sex with another man, that doesn't make sense. It's not even physically correct. So, or atomically correct. So, I mean, it's quite obvious, really. However, instead of repenting and trying to search the truth, they just kind of walk around with and being proud together. And I'm not trying to point fingers. I really ain't. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to steer this community to the light. I don't want anybody to go to hell. This is the whole reason why I'm doing this video, this channel, is to get the people to follow God's ways. Hey, I was lost. I was lost for most of my life. But as I pray the rosary, I start to really understand things. I mean, I didn't go to the church for years. Penance, forget about it. I mean, geez. Didn't go. Years, decades. Pray, forget about it. That was who I was for a long, long time. But now I've come to see that I was lost. I was confused. I was going the wrong way. I was going south to go to the North Pole. I was going south. I was really, if I would have died back in the day, I would have gone straight to hell. There was nobody or nothing was going to save me. I was long gone. I was like the masses, just like and who knows if I go to heaven right now? I have no clue. I hope I go to heaven. I'm trying to get to heaven, but there's no guarantee. That's for sure. I know the path is narrow. That's what Jesus said. The path to heaven is narrow, and hopefully I'll be able to squeeze through. But I want all these people to be happy, and I want all these people to be in heaven. I know a lot of gay people, lesbian people, and for the most part, they're good people. No problem with them. I don't have a problem with them, but God does. And if God has a problem with you, you should, pay attention to that, because if you believe in heaven and earth, heaven and hell, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the equation. So this is why I do these videos, and I'm just heeding the warning, For this reason, a man will leave his father and his mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh. It's a man and a woman. That's how it was. Like I said, if God wanted men to have sex, he would have just kept on making Adam. It would have been easy. So, well, I hope you learned a little bit about this video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video if you did like it. And as always, God bless.